Welcome into the Friday edition of Paul Catalina's Top 5. Today, I'd like to talk about the top 5 reasons you should not sign Aaron Rodgers. Word has come out through the NFL rumor mill, whether it's true or not, that Aaron Rodgers is currently waiting on the Vikings because he truly wants to follow in his predecessor Brett Favre's path. If he does go to the Vikings, that would be the exact path of Brett Favre, and we'll see if that happens. Now, that's probably the most ideal situation for him since the Vikings offense is pretty much built, but they drafted their quarterback of the future in J.J. McCarthy last year. He was injured. Sam Darnold had a great season. Now he's moved on to Seattle, and we'll see how that works out for all those people. But if Aaron Rodgers goes to the Vikings, that might be his best shot to win. The other choices right now appear to be the Steelers and Giants. Not going to win with the Giants, might win with the Steelers, but I don't think any of those teams should sign him, and here's why. Number 5, he's old. He's not Brady. Brady was winning and then torn his Achilles. I know that Aaron Rodgers thinks he can do that because Brady did it, but Brady is a unique circumstance. He's old. You're not going to get the peak Aaron Rodgers. Now, with Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison and Aaron Jones, who he knows from his days in Green Bay, and all of that, are you going to have maybe a more productive Aaron Rodgers with a better coach and a better organization in Minnesota? Yeah, but he's old, man. He's old. Number 4, he's not healthy, and he's old. Tearing the Achilles last season, or 2 seasons ago now, was a terrible thing for a guy who was in his age 39 year. Now he's going to be in his age 41 year. He is not the same guy. The thing that made Aaron Rodgers great and the best pure passer possibly of all time was the fact that he could throw on the move, get out of the well quick, plant his feet and go. It's just not the same anymore. He does not have that same escapability and mobility. Number 3, you can't give him his bestest buddy. Devontae Adams is off in Los Angeles. Maybe you can bring in Allen Lazard, and maybe you don't need him. But the fact remains that they had a pretty good wide receiver situation when he showed up in New York. And what did he do? He complained until he got the guys he wanted. He complained until he got the running backs he wanted. He complained until he got everything he wanted. Now, either Minnesota has everything he wants already, or they don't. And if they don't, then is Justin Jefferson, possibly the best wide receiver in football, not going to be good enough for him because they're not pals? They don't know each other? All of this are too many questions, and why, once again, the Vikings, who were in the playoffs last year, should roll with their young guy in J.J. McCarthy. Number 2. He's weird, dude. He's just weird. He brings a weird energy to the locker room. And while maybe the players feel differently and he's got his friends and whatnot, that's fine. But you really want that vibe coming into a locker room that was really together, and if not for the playoff matchup that they had, might have gone further because they had a really good locker room vibe. And I'm not sure you can bring an Aaron Rodgers into that and it improve from a year ago. Again, that would be on Kevin O'Connell. And number 1, he's an attention whore. Look, the Pat McAfee thing is not because he's friends with Pat McAfee. I mean, they are. But he also gets paid a lot of money to go on Pat McAfee. And he loves going on Pat McAfee because it gives him a chance to be a pundit, to be a guy who knows everything. And Aaron Rodgers thinks he's the smartest guy in the room. Here's the thing. If you think you're the smartest guy in the room, you're not. The smartest guy in the room doesn't need to tell anybody he's the smartest guy in the room. Everyone else knows. And Aaron Rodgers and this is his pursuit of his post-career, whatever that's going to be, brings in a lot of controversy because he intentionally brings it on because he likes the attention. Why would you think he would even consider staying in New York with the Giants, an abysmal organization right now who is rudderless and trying to figure out what the next steps are? Is it because the Giants can win right now? No, they have like 18 holes to fill. If they bring him in, it's one temporarily. It's not even, if it's patchwork on the road, it's like that stuff they put on before they come on to really finish it. That's what he is. He's patchwork. He's not the future. He's the now, and the now isn't as good as you think it is. No matter how good a coach you think you are, it's done. Plus, the negativity he brings is more than the positivity. Bottom line, Aaron Rodgers is cooked. Let him go retire and do whatever he wants and be the attention whore he wants. Just don't let him do it to your team. That's going to do it for this top 5. That's going to do it for the show. Have a great weekend, everybody.